It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, this video is definitely what every Arsenal fan was waiting for. Well, if you're a part of this channel, you definitely have to believe that the day that we all sit and wait for is one of the brilliant days that all the game weeks cannot produce the same amount of intensity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the North London derby. This Sunday, we have Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspurs, the first North London derby of the season in the Premier League. And make no mistake, we are definitely excited about it, aren't we? Well, before we go on with the video, let me just remind you that you guys have been really great in supporting me in whatever I do, and obviously we had dropped our third video of the roast of the week, that is the Tottenham Hotspur fans, which was coincidentally selected by you guys at the North London Derby week. So thank you so much for that. And most importantly, make no mistake, this Monday we are going to have POV, the point of view, another special from this channel. So be a part of that as well, and you will definitely come to know who will be interviewed. This Sunday is exactly when you'll come to know about it, or most probably the episode is coming on Monday, so definitely before the episode you will definitely be told who will be interviewed. Well, not only that, let's put our perspective straight up. Please be a part of this channel by subscribing to this channel and hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever I post a video on YouTube. And if ever again I say that this is a channel, no, this is not a channel, this is a community where all the Arsenal fans can come together, provide their opinion. They can always comment on my video, they can like the video, they can say whatever they want, they can even dislike the video and say exactly what they would like to see on this platform. You're always open to your opinions. I'll definitely listen to it and definitely give a feedback to you guys as every time as possible. And make no mistake, without any further ado, let's start the preview. Well, as we all know, the first three games for both the teams have not been quite impressive, because of both have lost their last games. The third game has been lost by both of them. But if you ask me, Arsenal losing to Liverpool, everyone, almost 90 to 95% of people had predicted it. Only the rest 5% wanted a draw from Arsenal, and some 0.03% of people like me expected Arsenal to win, because I thought that Arsenal had all the combination. It's just that one plan did not work and everything just went out of the wire, wasn't it? Well, that without any speaking more on that topic, let us talk about Tottenham versus Newcastle. Well, everyone thought, 100% of people, everyone believed that Tottenham are definitely going to win against Newcastle. Definitely the game was at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and definitely you never thought Tottenham would lose. But the biggest reasons why what happened is that even Mauricio Pochettino, after the game, when asked what was the reasons, what happened, so he also agreed to the fact that the dressing room is unsettled right now, because obviously the European transfer window is not closed, and Real Madrid are in the market for a midfielder. It looks like Bruno Fernandes will be signed from from Sporting CP and will be loaned back. And it's also not very much clear what is the future of Christian Eriksen. Toby Alderweireld is in good talks with their manager or with their management for a new contract. So everything is not settled at the Spurs, team. And if that's the concern, well, you got to know that you are obviously the draws of the Champions League have been already done. There are very important games coming up in September as well for them, and definitely in the Premier League as well as in the Champions League. So they have to be worried about that as well. An unsettled dressing room is definitely not the way to go about, or definitely not the way to go forward. We all know that. But with being said that both the teams have lost their last game, we all can expect a cracker of a game, because this game, the North London derby, is just as Manchester United versus Liverpool, or probably beyond that. It is beyond that, because the rivalry is really, really deep, and we really don't have to go deep in depth with that. We all have to say that this game is definitely going to be a cracker of a performance. This game is on a Sunday, and obviously I expect a great bit of a turn up, because it's at the Emirates, and we know what happened last year, 4-2. Yeah, Mr. Nicholas has this to say. See this image? Yes, he expects Arsenal to win this 4-2 again, just like last season, because see, even Paul Merson said that Arsenal are at the strongest position of beating Tottenham. It's because of their start, the way they've started. It's exactly the opposite how we started last season. We started with a loss against Chelsea and Manchester City, and it was really difficult to regroup and definitely come back stronger. We got a 21 match record also without losing a game. So I think everything was really positive and everything was really going well for Arsenal, and then everything turned up on its tail. It's all about the average players. Now, the only thing that I'm very much interested is the lineup and the way Arsenal are going to position. According to the first three games that we've seen, Tottenham in the first half have been attacking. They're trying to create more and more opportunities. It's just that Newcastle's game is the only game wherein they could not get it. And everything, I think, the lapse of the concentration lapse in the Manchester City leading to that Lucas Moura goal in the second half. So the first half, always both the teams will definitely look to go solid. In the last season's North London derby at the Emirates, we saw Tottenham leading 2-1 before the end of the first half, and that's exactly when Arsenal came back and from behind definitely destroyed Tottenham 4-2. So we know how exactly the first half game and the second half game pans out. I expect Unai Emery to play a back four line as usual. Nacho Monreal is not being sent to Real Sociedad before the North London derby. After the North London derby, Nacho Monreal can say goodbye. So this is his last game, and in solidarity, all the Arsenal players would want to win this game for Nacho Monreal, and definitely a game one against Tottenham, which is the last game for Arsenal. It will be the greatest amount of respect and the greatest amount of tribute that you can give an honest servant of Arsenal who served us for 9 years, isn't it? Well, not only that, us Arsenal fans also believe that I think in a way or two, it's a little bit difficult to keep a clean sheet for Bad Leno, but still I believe that somewhere down the line, Arsenal can do it. Arsenal can definitely do it, and if they try, they can definitely keep a clean sheet. Because the only biggest threat is not only Harry Kane but Heung-min Son as well. They also have Lucas Moura, and one of the biggest reasons I actually told in one of my videos as well that Tonja Ndombele is not going to play. He's unavailable for the game. Kyle Walker-Peters is unavailable for the game. Eric Dyer was being assessed yesterday. He had a problem with his right hip. So those are the things are always there. Those are the things that always will be there. We had ourselves our injury problems as well last season. This season, the biggest issue is Lacazette. Last 3 weeks, suffering from ankle issue, just got last 10 minutes against Liverpool, did really great. So I want him to start because Unai Emery in his pre-match conference has mentioned that Mesut Ozil was not 100% fit, but he's physically better, mentally better, and he's participating much better. And it could be possible that Mesut Ozil can start a game, and he says that Mesut Ozil is really important for them as well. That's always the case. And Lacazette has been improving as well physically, and definitely the ankle has been much better than the previous weeks. So we can expect Lacazette to perform much better. I believe Lacazette will definitely start from the second half. He'll definitely not start the game because of the priorities that Unai Emery gives to save the players from injuries as well. So I believe Lacazette is definitely going to come in the second half. Just like last season, 4-2 victory against Tottenham, Lacazette came in the second half along with Aaron Ramsey. So I expect a 4-3-3. Yes, I expect a 4-3-3. I expect Reece Nelson to start along with Pepe and Aubameyang, and definitely in the midfield, I expect Torreira to start. I really want Torreira to start because he wins those midfield victories. He definitely is good. I am doubtful whether Xhaka or Guendouzi will start or not, but I really want Ceballos, Willock, and Torreira. I expect either it is going to be Torreira or Guendouzi, or Torreira or Xhaka out of the twos who can start. But to start Ceballos and Willock is definitely is a no-brainer. They both have to start for Arsenal. To me, the back four is same: Nacho Monreal, Ainsley. The middle two should be David Luiz and Socrates. But I still believe Callum Chambers should start because he gives a solid performance. I expect him to start as well. But I know Unai Emery will definitely put David Luiz as well. Well, going in the midfield, I said it's going to be Willock, Ceballos, and Torreira. That's what I want to happen. And the front three, I have mentioned Reece Nelson, Nicolas Pepe, and definitely Aubameyang. That's I believe Arsenal can definitely start a 4-3-3, see how Reece Nelson plays the first half, and remove Reece Nelson, put Aubameyang there, and play Lacazette centrally, and see the PAL, how do they perform. I believe it's Obalaka Pepe, ALP, how the front three of new Arsenal's regime, how they perform. I really would like to see that. Well, talking about the Premier League table, we know that we are higher than the Tottenham, but we cannot rule out a possibility. Obviously, with a win, definitely they can go beyond us. with a loss, they can be behind 5 points. They can be behind us with 5 points difference, and that will be really paying a huge difference. With the quality that Liverpool will go through, and with the quality that City have, I believe that we can still retain that third spot with a victory against Tottenham. It will be really great to win against Tottenham, isn't it? It's always a pleasure to beat them at the Emirates, and definitely all the fans have really good memories of that in the recent times as well. Well, not only that, let's talk about the battles. Aubameyang and Kane. Aubameyang versus Kane. We saw that when Aubameyang had a full season, Kane said that he respects Aubameyang for the way he has started, and definitely Aubameyang beat Kane for the Golden Boot last season. The only reason why that happened is because Harry Kane had an ankle injury, as had a very destructive injury against I think City, the first leg of the Champions League that they played against City in the knockout stages. So I think because of that, Kane had a lot of problems with his ankle as well. The second battle that I'd love to see is Nicolas Pepe and Heung-min Son. Both of them are really talented people. I don't want to criticize much Son, but the only problem that he does is diving and definitely falling in that penalty box. So I know what Heung-min Son is obviously trying to win a penalty for Tottenham is always has been his priority. Probably that's one of the gameplay that Tottenham come up with. But I really don't like to criticize teams just on the basis of the divings. Also, they really tactically their master Mauricio Pochettino is a master of the game, and Unai Emery definitely knows that, and Unai Emery can definitely overpower Mauricio Pochettino at least at the Emirates. I can expect Arsenal to win this. The score line, if you ask me, I would like Arsenal to keep a clean sheet, but a victory such as 3-1 or 4-1 completely great. Beyond that is always welcome, but 3-1 is what I expect Arsenal to win by. I don't think so it will be a close contest, most probably because Tunja Ndombele is not playing because of their creativity is really narrowed down there. They know that they are plagued with injuries, and most probably they would like to this game to pass along so that they can come back after the international break. I give them all the best for both the teams, but I always expect this to be a cracker of a performance. It's on a Sunday night. I'm going to grab my popcorn and definitely be there on the Arsenal side and to support them at my home. Obviously, I cannot afford the tickets there, but I'll definitely be at my home and cheer for Arsenal each and every time that they pounce on Tottenham, and definitely try to show them who is the boss of London. Well, this was the preview of Arsenal versus Tottenham according to the Indian Gooner. If you guys liked it, do share the link of this video with your friends. Put a like on the video because obviously that will help my videos to be suggested towards all the Arsenal fans all over the world. It always helps if you guys can definitely do these small things. Just whatever you feel about the video, please comment on the video below the video, and you can always get a reply from me because I always love to reply whoever has commented on my video. I'd really get back to you on, guys. And if you're new to this channel, and if you want daily Arsenal stuff, I post daily. I put all the Arsenal stuff that are coming on my way to you guys as well, so you guys can definitely be well informed about all the actions and all the performances happening for Arsenal. Please, for daily content, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon also, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers, and make no mistake, be a part of this community by subscribing. And remember, the Indian Gooner is always there to provide you daily Arsenal stuff. Cheers.